Greetings and welcome back to Satisfactory. In this tutorial, I will show you how to set up processing of leaves and wood into biomass and then biofuel, and why you want to do that as soon as possible. After you've landed on the planet and picked up the escape pod, you are going to want to run around and look for a place to call home. And as you're doing that, you might as well spam the E key so you can pick up all of the different biomaterials. Ooh, there's a slug over here. Including the leaves and the wood that's around here. They look a little bit different in each of the biomes, but you'll be able to find wood and leaves on the ground. You'll also get petals, but that's for a different type of tech. And then there's fruits too, but those are not really related to this tutorial. Just remember to pick up the sticks and the leaves as you're running along. Now, initially, all you'll have access to is to put leaves into the generator to generate power. However, if you can get to Hub Upgrade 2, you'll have biomass, and that is going to give you significant advantages. The Satisfactory wiki page at Gamepedia on biomass burner has really interesting information, and it tells you exactly how much energy per stack you get of the various burnable materials. What's important though is that when you convert it to a different type of energy, then you get a multiplier on it. So basically, when you convert leaves or wood into the biomass, it gives you a multiplier, and it's not just compacting the materials into a different thing. So leaves will give you an energy multiplier of 4.8, wood gives you an energy multiplier of 6, which is absolutely huge. Even biomass gives you an energy multiplier of 1.25 when you convert to biofuel. So it's really important to get this set up as soon as possible so you don't spend a lot of time gathering fuel, and you can spend more time building your factory. As you upgrade the hub through its different milestones to get to the final form, you'll get access to different items like the storage containers and assemblers and things like that. So I'm going to show you how I like to set up my particular assembly to get the biofuel. Now, notice that I have the generators on the hub there, and then the other biomass generators are just to the left of that. I like to have all of my generators in the same area so that I can hand fuel them at the same time. It's really important to have an efficient thing until you get to coal power where you can automate all of it. So what I'm going to do is start off where I'm going to put storage containers for the leaves and the wood where I come back to, which is the hub. I construct everything here, so this is actually a really good place to set up the containers. So let's go ahead and put the first one here. Now we can put them fairly close. Put one here and then one on top. Okay, those are fine. Now the key here, and I like that we're on a step with the hub because you can reach both of them very easily. So let's go ahead and put in the bottom one, let's put our leaves. And then the top one is wood. Now you just remember which one is which because each of these is going to go to a different constructor. Now then, I want to put down the constructors in a sort of logical fashion so that when we assemble all of this, this is going to end at the end point of the generators out here. All right, let's jump on the containers, climb up and get a better vantage point. There we go, hop right on up, and we'll choose our constructor, which is 8 on the hotbar. All right, we want to put it close, but not too close, because we want to make sure that we can fit the conveyors in. I'm putting this one a little bit to the left because of the height of this hill on the right here. Let's just walk. Can I go to this right side? There we go. A little bit better, a little bit easier. All right, there we go. Let's just make sure that we can connect our conveyors here. That one easily goes there, and this one should go into there. Ah, perfect. Wonderful. Okay, and as you can see, the different products are migrating into the machines. Let's go ahead and choose this one to be processing biomass from leaves. Okay, and this one will process biomass from wood. Okay, great. And as you progress in technology, you'll get access, of course, to the splitters and mergers and things like that. So I want to put one of those down. You don't have to do this if you don't have access. Just skip some of these steps if you need to. So we're going to have a merger. I think we'll probably have it this way. We need to have the arrows coming to the right. This is going to be a little bit of an interesting placement here. So we want to make sure that the belts will connect. Okay. This hilly area may not be the best idea here. Let's see if this is a little bit easier. Ah, that's better. If we just go on that side and grab the conveyor belts and hook them up. And there we go. All right, now, let's get out of here. Can we sneak under? Yes, we can. And all of this product is going to be going into another box. So now this box is kind of, it's optional. It really is optional. I find it convenient, and they're very cheap to build because then I don't have to, you know, carry around bits of biomass with me. I can just chuck it into the box and call it good. Or you can just hand feed the machine the whole time. Now, one thing we need to do is these guys are not working because they have no electricity. Let's go ahead and go past this and connect them with a pole. There we go, power pole. And we'll connect the power lines. There we go. And then connect this to our main line, which is over here. I'll go ahead and remove some of these leaves and trees and things, and we have more to put into our boxes over here. I think we said leaves is on the bottom. Okay, there we go. Yeah, later in the playthrough, once you get a color gun, you can color code the bottom box green and the top one brown if you still need biomass. Of course, that's kind of not really needed later, but that's okay. You might need it for some stuff like a chainsaw or just stuff that you pick up incidentally. Now then, we have this storage container. And one of the things that we want to do with the biomass is convert them at a different clock speed, because as you see, we are producing this at 375 per minute. The belts that we're using at the moment can only transport 60 resources per minute. When you change the clock speed, you also change the energy level. So this is at 4 megawatts to produce 375 per minute. So if we change this down to something around 15, it should change that a little bit, but I don't know if it will recalculate until we actually put some stuff in here. But we can do it with the leaves, which is producing 90 per minute. And this one, about 67 clock speed, works pretty well. There we go, 60.3 per minute, and it's only using 2.1 megawatts of power versus, let's see, how much was it at 100? It was, let's go and wait for the craft. Yeah, it uses 4 megawatts of power. So it's actually much better to downclock these assemblers or assemblers and constructors so that you use the minimal amount of energy. So this box is now collecting all the biomass. And the next thing we want to do is put down another constructor to make them into biofuel. Oopsies. Let's go back to the hub and look at the research for that real quick. This is actually the first research that I do in a playthrough, and it's under utility. You get biofuel right here. And it even tells you this is the most energy efficient form of biomass. So it has a 1.25 multiplier on biomass. So it is very valuable to use. Let's see if we can jump up here. Can we? Hello, ladder. Hello. Yay. Okay, great. We'll put down another constructor, which will be right here. Sounds good. Let's, no, yeah, that's a good angle, I think. Ah, yes, it's actually aligning itself decently. There-ish. Close enough. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put the conveyor belt, connect it from there to there. Okay, and this one, we're getting the biomass coming out. And this one will convert it into biofuel at 30 per minute. Now then, this is actually kind of at a perfect spot. Those are our generators over here. And we will, let's just put a box nearby so that we can get stuff out of it. Just make sure not to hit that power pole. So let's go ahead and get a 0 here, and let's see. Make sure it's aligned. I think that's actually pretty good. So we'll get our conveyor belt hooked up to this box. And then we're going to get biofuel out. This is great. Oh, we'll get fuel out as soon as we connect it to power. I kind of forgot that step. So I think, was it this one? Yes, there we go. Connect this up and we can see it immediately start working. There's no need to downclock this one. This one is getting stuff at exactly the right rate, and it's going to output onto the line the fuel. Now, one thing that I usually do is when I get a little bit of biofuel in here, maybe like, I don't know, 20 or something like that, and we'll kind of like let this go, I go ahead and grab the fuel from the burners because this is inefficient at the moment to be burning this stuff. I'll go ahead and run back, put it in here. Oops, not that way. The other way. No. That was silly of me. We'll run back there and then grab the biofuel from here, and we'll just split the stack and have half going in each of them. Oh no, not leaves. No, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Much better. This one also gets fuel. There we are. And we are back in business. And as we get more fuel, we can just keep on getting more and splitting and letting... This is just like one-time deal that you have to do this. But already it does burn a lot longer than the biomass. So that's a really, really easy thing. So anyway, I hope you have found this tutorial useful and informative, and happy factory making. Thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.